Welcome or welcome back. Let's go ahead, start on the floor. I think let's go do a child's pose. So knees under your hips, knees out nice and wide, toes together, extending out those arms. Maybe elbows come to the mat. Maybe your forehead comes all the way down. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing all the way from the belly. And exhale. Maybe you feel your hips opening, settling into the mat. Maybe you find your forehead become heavy. Maybe you press into the palms. Maybe you extend out wide a little further if you need a little bit more in those shoulders. More of a shoulder stretch. Again, keep with your breath. Maybe you're nasally like me today. You can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Calming our nervous system back down. Finding a little space. Allowing ourselves to be who we are. Just for a little moment. You're always welcome to stay here, or we can go ahead and thread the needle. So whatever the opposite arm is, for me, it'll be my left arm coming all the way through, threading the needle, elbow onto the mat, maybe settling into that shoulder blade, palms up, inhale and exhale. You can do whatever side. Just remember we'll get the other side. Maybe you can sink a little deeper into the hips. Maybe your knees can come out a little wider. Only if it feels good. Our hips get super tight with all the sitting that we do in daily life. So it's okay if we feel tight in certain spots. That's why we're here. We're here for the stretch. Today I have a little sun peeking on through. Feels pretty good. Keep with your breath, with your rhythm. I know it's hard to slow. We're all practicing together. Let's do one more breath. Slowly press into that palm. Back up. Shake it out, and let's get the other side. Threading through and slowly come to the mat once more, onto the other shoulder. Maybe the side of your head is into the mat. Maybe you can stay up. Totally up to you. Find your shape, your position, and stay with it. We're letting gravity do the work. We're letting ourselves feel what needs to be felt, feeling a little bit more connection. Maybe the fingertips extend out past the mat. Okay, when you're ready, let's press back up. Let's come into a horse stance. Let's do some cat-cows again. You got it. All right, we're gonna inhale, lowering the belly to the mat, C-shaping the spine, looking in front of us. And we're gonna exhale, big exhale, rounding out the spine, pressing up like a Halloween cat. So good for the shoulders. Big inhale. We're just gonna do a few of these. You can do this in your own time, following your exhale. And your inhale. I'm gonna do one more round. Okay, neutral spine. Let's go ahead onto our backs, onto the floor. So however you can transition, maybe just seated and maybe all the way down. Loose floorboard underneath me, just playing around. Let's go ahead, bring it in, rock side to side. Maybe rolling through the ankles once more. Lowering down to the mat. Extend out one leg. Bring the opposite leg up and over into our twist stretch. Hands can go nice and wide. Palms up or palms down, whichever feels better. Maybe get a little crack one way or the other. Just kind of readjust if you need to. Maybe your head falls in the opposite direction. Maybe your hand that's close to your knee reaches for that thigh, pressing down into that hip joint. Maybe that feels good. Just a little leverage, a little body weight. Maybe extend out the toe nice and long, only if that feels good for the hamstring. Again, there's no requirements. Maybe a little crack into the lower back. That's what I'm feeling. Huge stretch that we can do in our daily lives before bed, maybe in the morning, pretty much any time. We just have to take the time. And that's the hardest part, right? Again, breathing in, softening your exhale. We could probably stay here forever, but let's come back to center and let's get the other side. Shaking on through. Extending out the opposite leg. Maybe you feel a little tighter on one side, Make sure that we're keeping the shoulder onto the mat. Sometimes that can be a challenge. Making sure that we're not going too wide. Maybe hand to thigh. Ooh. Maybe one glute feels a little bit more tight today. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Finding our full extension. Enjoying the stretch. Let's stay here for a couple more moments. Calming our breath. Making our way back towards center. Hands to knees. However you can, roll back up to seated. Maybe we make sure that our sit bones, our cheeks are planted onto the mat, onto the floor. Shoulders back and down, find that alignment. Drawing in your belly. We don't always sit tall nowadays, do we? Maybe let's do a little neck stretch just to finish it off. Feeling the elongation of the one side. Inhale, exhale. And let's get the other side. Maybe rolling out the shoulders once more, a little crack. Let's get the other side, just a little bit of pressure. We feel the elongation on the other side. Nice stretch. Feel free to close your eyes. And if you'd like to join me, we can stop here, or you can extend out nice and long back onto the mat. More of like a shavasana, a nice relaxation pose. Extending out the arms out nice and wide. Palms up, palms down. Extending those toes. And stay here as long as you'd like. Closing your eyes, breathing in from the belly, all the way up, relaxing through the jaw. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.